What is going on, Braves country? Yes, you have come to the right place if you are a Braves fan. Let's see if Gibby is the first one in. Man, he's late. He's late. I've already been on the air for 20 seconds and still no sign of Gibby. I hope he's doing okay tonight. We are up in Fenway. And good news, Braves fans, we are winning at the moment by the slimmest of margins. It's a 2-1 Atlanta lead right now. We just got done with the bottom of the fifth inning. We are in a commercial break. I have been listening to the game for about the last 45 minutes. But I'll be honest, I cannot remember exactly how we came to this 2-1 score. So I will figure that out really quick like. Man, I just got back in from a walk / picking up some food run. Welcome in, Burks. Yes, Burks is in the building. And he is first tonight. So let's take a peek at this box score and see how we scored. I did hear the White Sox first run. The White Sox got their run in the first inning when Rafael Devers was hit on the foot by a pitch. The bases were loaded. And thanks to our defense, we got out of that inning with only that one run scoring. And there was a double play involved in there somewhere. So it was 1-0 Boston in the bottom of the first. And then the Braves tied it up in the third. And in fact, also took the lead in the third. When it was 1-0 Boston, Ozuna doubled to deep center. That was an RBI double. And then later that same inning in the top of the third, also Ozzy Albies grounded into a fielder's choice. And Freddie Freeman scored the run. And so now we're in the top of the sixth inning. And Dansby is leading off. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Dansby's batting average is .240. Man, he is showing some big-time improvement there. It wasn't more than a couple weeks ago when he was flirting with the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the 1-1 count to Dansby. It's inside. Burke says, I'll be at the Saturday or Sunday Father's Day weekend series. Well, way to go, man. I'm going to get to a game, but it's probably going to be in late July because I'm still waiting on the second of those vaccine shots. I got the first one. You got to wait 4 weeks and then get the other one. But I am definitely there. Sandoval is in the game tonight. He's starting. I believe he's DHing. That would make sense, right? Everybody knows. You don't have to. All you got to do is look at him to realize that he's probably not the best defensive player in the league. A weather forecast is in our near future. And what has become one of the more popular segments of my streams for some reason. So we'll get that coming your way so you can plan your weekend accordingly. Dansby hits one the other way into right field, but caught on the warning track by the right fielder, and that is out number 1 in the Braves' 6th inning. We'll take a look at all the scores around baseball, especially the National League East. And we'll take a look at the standings. Here's a pitch to Sandoval. Bone Crusher is in. Thumbs up for your boy. Absolutely. We do need some thumbs ups, so we would appreciate that. Glad the Bone Crusher could join us and reporting good audio. An 0-1 pitch is fouled away. If memory serves, I want to say we're a game and a half out of first and in second place. It just changes every single day. Right now, the Braves are on a little bit of a roll, and the Mets are on a slide. The pitch to Panda is outside. It's 1-2. So coming into tonight, the Braves are 23-24. We are tied with the Marlins for the same exact record. So that means we're tied for second place, and we're one game behind the Mets. Chopper up through the middle and through into center field for a base hit. There's a single. And Pablo Sandoval is on with one out. We know the Reds are beating the Nationals right now. It's 2-0 in the 6th inning. It's the Phillies 2, Marlins 0 in the 7th. And the Mets and the Rockies are tied 1 apiece in the 6th inning. And somebody said Panda Express. The pitch. I don't really care for that place that much, but God knows I've been there enough. Last time I tried to go there, which was maybe 6 months ago, the line was so ridiculously long. It's, COVID was in full effect. There were not a whole lot of places to choose from, and that place was slammed. So I haven't been in over a year, and I'm really in no hurry to get back, to be honest. And I'm not into the orange chicken. I'm not really into the sweet meat kind of thing. And Bone Crusher has an announcement. He will be live Saturday night. It used to be easy to go into the dugout and go to the 3 dots on the right and subscribe to somebody's channel, but I don't think you can do that anymore. And Crusher, correct me if I'm wrong about that. Cincinnati crew is in. Welcome in. We were just talking about the Reds up 2-0 on the Nationals. So we are all rooting for the Reds tonight. Welcome in, Cincinnati crew / Landon. Glad you guys are winning. Right here, there's 2 outs, and there's a runner on first base. And at bat is Contreras, and he looks at ball 1. I really want to win this 2-game series against the Red Sox. You obviously want to win every series, but especially against these guys. A win against Boston is super sweet. And it seems like they've had our number for the most part over the years of interleague play. The 2-0 pitch is a foul ball. It's 2-1 on Contreras. Anytime you can beat any of those big city teams, but especially the Red Sox, the Cubbies, the Mets and the Yankees. Those are just all special wins, and they feel a little bit more special than beating the Pirates on a Tuesday night in April. Smash the like, y'all. Subscribe, y'all. We're on that march to 1,000. We got to get to 400 first, though, and we're pretty close to that. And there is ball 4. So Contreras walks. Runners are on first and second with 2 out. Here comes the Boston. Well, I can't tell who it is because he's wearing a mask. But whoever he is just playing Captain Hook because he has yanked Richards after 97 pitches. And we are going to have the Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. All the details coming up next.
All right then. So we're back, and it's Ronald Acuna at bat. Couple runners on base, 2 out. Pitching change, and here's the first pitch. It is inside. Sawamura is the new pitcher for Boston. Acuna is 0 for 3 tonight. Average is down to 270 for Acuna. But all his other numbers look great. All his power numbers, 15 home runs, bunch of RBIs. Appreciate the follow on Twitter. I think I'm up to 20 maybe. 15 to 20 followers. A lot of them are clones. I follow a good bit of clones, and a couple of them follow me back. So it's a 1-1 count on Acuna. This is the kind of position he likes to be in. Fake throw to second base. And this guy has an Asian look to him. Sawamura, that does really sound
And forgive me if this is ignorant, but it sounds like a Japanese name. It's got a bunch of syllables. That's part of it. The 2-1 pitch. Check it. That was the 1-1 pitch, and it was a strike. It's 1-2. And yes, he is indeed from Japan, according to Chip Carey. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A lot of empty seats in Fenway. Pitch is bounced foul. It's still 1-2. Georgia has been through the entire pandemic. Like, they're kind of slow here in Georgia. We're not really about closing anything. And we went to 100% capacity at Truist Park, like, 2-3 weeks ago? But there's plenty of other parts of the country that are not doing that. And it's pretty obvious when you see a bunch of empty seats at Fenway, the only explanation is that Massachusetts is not allowing 100% capacity, more like maybe 25% by the looks of it. 1-2 pitch is a little bit high. Did he go? No. He held up. It's 2-2. How about those Tampa Bay Rays? They have won 10 straight. And Tampa Bay is now a half game ahead of these Red Sox for first place in the AL East. Red Sox a half game back. Yankees in third place at a game back. And then Toronto and Baltimore pulling up the rear. The 2-2 pitch. This one is hit on a line into left field. That's going to go all the way to the ball. How many runs will score? I'll let you know as soon as they show it. It's 3-1. So 1 run scored there. Give an RBI to Acuna. And runners are now on second and third. Check that. That might be wrong. Stand by for the runners on base situation. Sandoval chugged and fumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and scored. So that is correct. Second and third. We do have runners on second and third. 2 outs. Braves up 3-1. Looks like we've got another mound visit going on. Now that's over with. And guess who is in the 2-hole? Freddie Freeman again. He's 1 for 3 tonight. His average is up at 237, 12 home runs. He's got 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Freddie fouls it away. So we've got the righty-lefty matchup. Always favors the batter in that situation. Adrianza is on deck. He came in for the injured Ozuna, who hurt his hand earlier. Still waiting to hear a little bit more about that. Pitch is high. It's 1-1. Thanks for those likes. The more of those we have, the more likely it is that we show up in the search results and we go large. Dogecoin at 34 cents. It's been in the 30s for the last few days. And so I just missed something, but the bases are loaded. Freddie must have walked. So Adrianza is in, as I mentioned, for Ozuna. So he's batting third tonight. Carson Brown is in. Welcome. Welcome back. You came in just the right time. We got the bases loaded, 2 out. And the pitch is high. It's 1-0 to Adrianza. We are coming at you from Fenway Park. Stadium was built in 1912. Here's the 1-0. It's outside. 2-0. Cubbies up 4-3 on Pittsburgh in the 8th inning. Sawamura looks in for the sign. Phillies are up 2-0 on the Marlins right now in the 4th inning. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. That would have been ball 3. It was outside. That was not a good pitch for Adrianza. He should have taken that one. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one is right through there. He did not swing at that one. So now it's 2-2. And he's going the wrong way. Swung at a pitch he shouldn't have, and then took one he shouldn't have. Bone Crusher got a good deal on some dirt earlier today. Two-two pitch due to Adrianza. Here it is. Right through there. Called strike 3. Again, he did not swing. That was a bad at-bat for Adrianza in that situation. So the Braves leave him loaded, but somewhere in the process, we did manage to score a run. So we're going to head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Braves are now up 3-1 on Boston. We are back. Charlie Morton is on to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning. And we'll let you know who is due up. Leading off the inning is Martinez, the number 3 hitter for Boston. So we've got the meat of the order, 3, 4, 5 due up. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Damn, Mets have taken the lead now. Headed to the 7th inning in New York, and the Mets are up 3-1 on Colorado. A win tonight, and the Braves are back at 500. Pitch is foul back. It's 1-2. Braves came into tonight's play 23-24. Tied with the Marlins for second place in the East. Phillies are in 4th. Nationals in last. And there's a strike. And the batter is rung up on strikes. That was Martinez swinging and missing at the 95-mile-an-hour gas that was high. And so 1 out at the bottom of the 6th. Appreciate you, Bone Crusher. Yeah, man, it's absolutely my pleasure. It's my duty to bring you Braves reaction whenever possible. And here is Xander Bogaerts. He's 1 for 2. He is the Sox cleanup man. Bouncing ball over to short. Dansby casually tosses over to Freddie Freeman at first, and there's 2 quick outs in the 6th. If you missed the big announcement earlier, Bone Crusher will be doing Braves Saturday night baseball. He's got the link up in the dugout. If you want to go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell, that way you will not forget. So Devers is up. He got hit by a pitch earlier with the bases loaded. So you get an RBI for that. And the first pitch to him is inside. It's 1-0. In fact, it was so inside that he left his feet. He left the ground and ended up falling down. Looked pretty ridiculous. Now he's back up and ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's taken for a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball over to second. Throw into first. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Charlie Morton pitched a beautiful 6th inning. And so we head now to the 7th. The Braves are up 3-1, looking for some insurance. And we'll be right back to watch it together. Here we go. Top of the 7th inning, and Ozzy Albies leads off. It's still Sawamura out there. He's only thrown 14 pitches so far. 4, 5, and 6 batters due up for Atlanta. Let's get some insurance. We promised you a weather forecast. We'll get to that in just a couple of minutes. And an 0-1 pitch to Ozzy Albies. That is outside. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Ozzy. That's low, 2-1. That one came up there at 96. Tampa Bay trying to win their 11th straight, but they're down 2-1 in the 9th inning to KC. There's a strike, 2-2 to Ozzy. Ozzy's got the average at 236. And the pitch to him. That is just outside. Full count. That is a good question. Where do dogs go to the bathroom when there's a bark at the park event? Huh. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Ozzy. Fouled away. We'll try to answer that question if possible. So it's full count and a payoff pitch is due. That one is bounced over to first. First baseman takes it himself. And that is the first out in the 7th inning. And that brings up Austin Riley. He's 0 for 3. In case you missed it, Austin Riley was named the National League Player of the Week. Even after going 0 for 3, his average is at 314, 9 home runs, 21 RBIs, and a very pleasant surprise. To be honest, I started to think, man, this dude is toast. Here's the pitch to him. That's just a little bit inside. You know, if you remember, he came and made a big splash right away. He came up like at the end of the season, that last month or two, and hit a bunch of home runs. The 1-0 pitch. This one is hit high and deep to right field, back to the wall, and caught just shy of the wall. In fact, the wall is so short in Boston that was probably going to be a home run if he hadn't caught it. So that's out number 2. Austin gave it a ride, though, man. Just missed it. Pretty obvious that would have been a home run. Not that it was some amazing catch. It's just that wall in right field in Boston is only about 5 feet tall. So nobody on base, 2 outs. Here's Dansby. That is inside. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Hawks play tomorrow night And if you're a fan of Slita, Sports Live in the ATL, he is planning on doing that game. Dansby fouls it back. Braves have check it, the Hawks have a 1-game lead, a 1-0 advantage over the New York Knicks after winning Game 1 in Madison Square Garden on Sunday night. Bone Crusher dropping some tidbits on Doge. Make sure to check the dugout for that. You might want to copy and paste. A 1-1 pitch is due to Dansby. Swings and misses. 1-2 with nobody on base and 2 outs. There's some games getting underway in about 20 minutes. Texas and Anaheim to face the Angels. That is a 9:38 first pitch. Where did that weird time come from? Here's the 1-2 to Dansby. He pops one up high into shallow left field, and that is going to be out number 3. So we will check more of the MLB scoreboard as soon as we come back. Right now, it is Atlanta 3, Boston 1, and it's time to stretch up in Beantown. We're back, and we're at the bottom of the 7th, and Charlie Morton is still out there. He is pitching a gem tonight, 87 pitches for the right-hander. Pitch to Vasquez is hit foul, and it's 0-2. That one was really close to being extra bases. Still the top of the 9th in Tampa Bay, where KC has a 2-1 lead over the Rays. Rays have won at least 10 straight. The 0-2 pitch, that is outside. We'll definitely check that score before we get out of here tonight. Did we have a no-hitter yesterday? Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung and a miss. Strike three. He is retired. That was at 96. So glad to have you along on this Tuesday night. You know what? I promised you a weather forecast. It is now time to deliver. And the Braves are up 3-1 on Boston, bottom of the seventh. And Santana is at bat. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Partly cloudy tonight in Metro Atlanta, looking for a low of 66. Tomorrow, another hot one, 91 for the daytime high, 89 Thursday, 88 Friday, and partly cloudy throughout. No major chance of rain over the next 3 days. Right now in Lawrenceville, it's 78. Suwannee checking in at 79. And right here in the heart of Gwinnett County, right off Interstate 85, it is 79 beautiful degrees in paradise. And it's a 2-1 count on Santana. Welcome up, Ash. Welcome in, Ashton. Thanks for stopping on in. If you would like me to do your forecast for your zip code, you're welcome to drop your zip code in the dugout. Santana fouls it away. It's 2-2. All right, Ashton, appreciate the sub. That's what I'm talking about. Braves country thanks you for your support. Pitch is fouled away. It's still 2-2 to Santana. Cincinnati still up 2-0 on Washington. End of the 8th inning in D.C. We're hoping that score holds. Ashton, if you're a Red Sox fan, that's fine with me, brother. I do have Fenway on the bucket list for what that's worth. I made it to Wrigley Field in 2019 for the first time. That was excellent. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Check it. That was a 3-2 pitch, and it was strike three swinging. So there's 2 outs. Morton cruising along here in the 7th inning. Wrigley Field was a blast. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a beautiful day. Could not have been a better experience. And Fenway is next. Definitely going to do that. All right, Ashton, appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for the sub. We'll see you next time. And the pitch to Renfroe. He's 0 for 1 today. I do not know Renfroe. He is the 8th place hitter for Boston tonight. And he is the right fielder. Batting .219 on the season. And he chops one foul. It's 1-1. That's 100 pitches for Charlie Morton. Hunter Renfroe has 5 home runs this season. He has 20 RBIs. He was born January 28th, 1992 in Crystal Springs, Mississippi. And he takes a strike. It's 1-2. And if you want Hunter Renfroe's career stats, stand by for that. Hunter Renfroe has 102 career dongs. And this time he hits one into left field on a line, and that is caught. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. So Hunter Renfroe makes out number 3, and the side is retired. We now head to the 8th inning. The Braves are hanging on. Let's get some more. We're back. Pablo Sandoval leads off and fouls away the first pitch. We are in the top of the 8th inning from Boston. And it's good news right now. Braves are up 3-1. This is a 2-game series. The 0-1 to Sandoval is way outside. Game 2 is tomorrow night. Another 7:10 start. Pitch is just a little bit inside. Check it. Oh, man, he called it a strike. It's 1-2 to Sandoval. Tomorrow, Drew Smyly against Nick Pivetta. Then the Braves are off Thursday. And the 1-2 pitch to Sandoval. And then it's on to New York for a weekend series with the Mets. So the Braves were off Monday, and the Braves are off Thursday. That doesn't happen a whole lot. 2 off days in the same week. But that first off day on Monday was after I want to say 12 consecutive games with no days off, and Sandoval grounds out to third. There's the first out in the top of the 8th inning. We know on Friday against the Mets, which, by the way, is another 7:10 start. Ian Anderson takes the mound for the Braves on Friday night. The Mets have not named their starter just yet. Ball is low to Aradia. Hawkeyes 0 for 3 tonight. One 0 pitch is fouled away. So all 3 games against the Mets are all night games. 7:10 Friday, 7:15 Saturday, which is on Big Fox and which is on the Bone Crushers YouTube channel. The 1-1 pitch. And then Sunday is not a matinee game. Instead, the Mets and the Braves are the ESPN Sunday night game, 7 o'clock, first pitch. And then after that, it's back home to Atlanta to face Washington for 4. And Hawkeye strikes out. There's 2 outs in the Braves' 8th. Whitlock is the pitcher for Boston. He came on in relief this inning. Make sure to drop us a like. Do me a solid. We're looking to get to 15 of those tonight. And Contreras is up to bat. He's officially 0 for 1 tonight. He has walked twice and scored. And there's a foul ball. It's 0-2. Stretch the 0-2 pitch. That is taken for a ball. The pitch is low. It is 2-2. Next pitch is high. It's 3-2. In the NBA playoffs, Brooklyn is up 122-97 on the Celtics in the fourth quarter. And back here on the baseball diamond, that is strikeout number 2 of the inning. And that retires the side for Atlanta in the 8th. So we go to the bottom of the inning. Braves do not get any insurance in the 8th. And we head to the bottom, 3-1, Atlanta. got a pitching change for Braves. It is now Edgar Santana. 7 games, 3.38 ERA, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks on the season. So let's see what happens. Welcome in Amber McKenna. And leading off for Boston in the bottom of the 8th inning is Marwin Gonzalez. He is pinch hitting. 201 season average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. So Braves with the slimmest of leads here in Fenway. Got to hold them right here and hope for a little bit of insurance in the top of the 9th. Hope you guys enjoyed that guitar rock. Copyright-free music. Compliments of the YouTube catalog. And there's a ball. It's 2-0 to the pinch hitter, Gonzalez. Boston is just a half game out of first place behind the red-hot Rays. And there's a ball. It's 3-0 to the pinch hitter. Check it. They had it wrong. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Showing bunt. He does bunt. He gets down a good bunt. And he's thrown out at first on a really good defensive play. Way to go, Contreras, showing off some of his defensive skills for the young catcher. And that's out number 1. Really good play. Good bunt and an even better defensive play by Contreras. So that's a really positive sign. I don't know if Tyler Flowers could have made that play happen. And so Hernandez is up. We're back to the top of the order for Boston. Kike Hernandez is 1 for 3. He's got 5 home runs on the year. And he's batting .264. And he looks at a ball. And now Contreras walks out to the mound to have a word with Santana. And that gives us an opportunity to check the Waffle House scoreboard. Waffle House, how do you like your hash browns? We've got an NHL update. The Toronto Maple Leafs are up 3-0 on the Canadiens in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's in the 3rd period, by the way. And so mound meeting adjourned. And back to the task at hand. It's a 2-0 pitch, and that one catches the corner. 2-1. The pitch is outside. It's 3-1. Boston will play a 2-game series in Atlanta in June. Keckerman is in. Two-two pitch is high. It's 3-2. So it's a final. The Kansas City Royals 2, Tampa Bay Rays 1 And that's the end of the Tampa Bay 10-game winning streak. Hell of a run, though, and they vaulted themselves up to first place. There's a foul ball. It remains 3-2. Bone Crusher reporting huge gains for AMC, up 19% on the day. It's a final from Miami where the Phillies win 2-0 over the Marlins. Also a final, this one, Cubs 4, Pirates 3. Bottom of the 8th in New York where the Blue Jays have a 5-1 lead on the Yankees. Three-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Hell of a battle won by Santana with a strikeout. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 9th in Washington. Reds up 2-0 on the Nats. Bottom of the 8th in New York. Mets up 3-1 on the Rockies. And Verdugo is up to bat, and he looks at ball 1. Dodgers up 4-0 on the Astros in Houston. 6th inning. White Sox 7, Cardinals 2 in the 4th from Guaranteed Rate Stadium. Just underway in Oakland, Mariners and A's scoreless. Giants and Diamondbacks in the first scoreless also. Verdugo steps out. Pitch is swung and a miss. It's 2-1. If you're interested in the NBA scores, the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns tip off in about 10 minutes. Phoenix trying to go up 2-0 in that series. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. Dallas Mavericks at the LA Clippers, 10:30 tip-off. And if you're a golf fan, what a big weekend it was. 50-year-old Phil Mickelson, the oldest player ever to win a major. Which sounds kind of crazy. You would think somewhere along the line, somebody maybe just a little bit older than that would have won, but Phil holds the all-time record for that. And it was an impressive win by lefty at the Kiowa, South Carolina course. And if you play that golf game on Facebook, that's one of the free courses that you have access to. Payoff pitch is inside. Damn. So that's a 2-out walk. Runner on first. 2 out. And Atlanta up 3-1 in the 8th. J.D. Martinez designated here. He's batting .322, 12 home runs, 37 RBIs. And this guy is the cornerstone of their lineup. And he hits the first pitch over to third. Nice play. Austin Riley throws on to first, and the side is retired. Nice leather from Austin Riley. That'll take care of the Red Sox in the 8th inning. One last chance for a little bit of insurance, and that comes our way next. Stay tuned. We will watch this together. All right, we're back. I'm a little late coming back from that break. I was putting some cookies in the oven. You know, those Nestle Toll House cookie dough, chocolate chip cookies. Anyway, I just put those in the oven. They'll be ready in about 12 minutes. Welcome in, Walking Legend. Glad to see the Reds winning tonight. Hope they hung on and beat Washington. Let us check that score. And, doggone it, give me the damn MLB scores. There we go. Acuna grounds one over to short, throw on to first. And that's close play, but he's retired. That's out number one. And it's the bottom of the ninth. Cincinnati and Washington now just a one-run contest. Washington has scored in the bottom of the ninth. Cincinnati 2, Washington 1. 2 outs and nobody on base for the Nationals. So hopefully Cincinnati gets that final out here in just a moment. And back in the 2-hole, it's Freddie Freeman. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And he fouls away the first one. It's 0-1. Freddie's batting .237, 12 home runs. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I agree, Burks. That was amazing the way Trae Young shut up the crowd at the very end of that game. And Freddie hits one down the left field line, goes the other way with it, rattles around in the corner. And that was indeed a fair ball. So Freddie is standing at second with a one-out double. That's his 5th two-bagger. And that runner in the lane that Trey Young hit as time expired, that was a thing of beauty and a rare Atlanta sports playoff positive memory. So often in our playoff history, no matter what team it is, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, whatever, normally when it comes to Atlanta playoff memories, most of them are not so good. And Walking Legend reports that the game is final. Reds win the game 2-1. So Washington remains in last place. And here's Adrianza with a runner at second base and one out, and he swings and misses at the first one. Last at bat for him was not so good. He ended up striking out. The 0-1 pitch is swung on a miss. It's quickly 0-2. Bryce Harper has been put on the 10-day injured list. Let's see if we can figure out why. Due to a bruised left forearm. And oh, by the way, he's in an 0-for-16 slump. Oh, 2 pitch to Adrianza. There's a foul ball. Cleveland Indians pitcher Zach Plesac breaks his right thumb, ripping off his shirt. All right. Some kind of freak accident. So I'm sure he'll miss a little bit of time with that, you'd think. Son of former Milwaukee Brewers relief pitcher Dan Plesac, who is one of the big personalities on MLB Network. So here comes the 0-2 pitch to Adrianza. Here it is. It's another foul ball. Let's see what the Mets are up to. Mets are up 3-1 on the Rockies, bottom of the 8th inning. And they're looking for more. Mets have the bases loaded. Adrianza with another foul ball. Still 0-2. And we've got the trainer out for Boston having a look at their catcher. I missed whatever happened. And the catcher's attempting to walk it off. Apparently he hurt his hand. So the trainer's out there, the manager's out there just kind of squeezing his arm. Are you okay? You know, how do you feel? So we'll see if he stays in or comes out. At some point, somebody's going to have to make a decision. And that's the thing about baseball. You know, once you come out, you don't go back in. And looks like he's going to stay in there. And so Adrianza still up there. It seems like he's seen about 10 pitches in this at bat. Fouled off a bunch of them. It's 0-2. There's a runner on second base with one out. And the pitch. Adrianza hits it foul. It would have been home run distance. It was home run distance, but foul. And it's still 0-2. Pretty epic at bat going on right now. We welcome in Red Sox Nation. We appreciate you hanging out here. You know, we are in Braves country here, but we do welcome in Red Sox Nation. And right now, the Braves are up 3-1 in the top of the ninth inning. It's 1-2 on Adrianza. It seems like he's been in this at bat forever. 10 minutes, it feels like, at least. And so here is the 1-2 pitch. Just low, it's 2-2. Wow, I didn't know that David Price was a Dodger now. How did I miss that? Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one is put in play. Oh, what a nice play by the first baseman. Smothered it, underhanded over to the pitcher covering first. And that is out number 2. Runner on second advances to third. That was a hard hit ball. Nice backhand by the Boston first baseman. Nice underhand toss. Pitcher covering at first. And that saved a run for the time being for Boston. Quick mound visit is over. And let's see what happens with us at bat for Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 234 average, 9 home runs, 25 RBIs. And he swings and misses at the first one. Would be nice to get that runner from third home. A 3-1 lead in Fenway is not so safe. The pitch. Foul ball. It's 0-2. Will Smith is warming up in the Braves' pen. And Whitlock gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Ozzie hits it pretty hard into center field, but just warning track power this time. That is caught for out number 3 on the track, and that's going to do it. So no insurance for the Braves. And now it's time for Big Willie to come in and slam the door. We'll be right back for the exciting conclusion of this one from Boston next.
right, let's do this. Xander Bogaerts is up. Xander with an X. And so, it is indeed Will Smith. He is in for a save. And the big lefty kicks and fires, and there's strike one. Same two teams tomorrow night. Another 7:10 start. You never know. I'll probably bust in sometime in the middle of this game tomorrow. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Bogaerts. So you know what that means. You got to hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to bring this amazing live content your way. Xander Bogaerts is the Boston cleanup man. And he's ready for the 1-1 pitch. That is outside. Glad to know, Bone Crusher, that our Facebook group page has 40 followers. Not bad. Yeah, make sure to get in on that. Stay connected. Hit me up on Twitter at abomb98. 2-1 pitch. Popped up into straightaway center field. And there's the catch for out number 1. That first out on the bottom of the 9th is always a big one. Here is Devers. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Got hit by a pitch in the first inning with the bases loaded. And so far, that is the only Boston run. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Mash is in. Welcome in, Burks. Or welcome back, Burks. You know what? You asked about d'Arnaud the other night, and I never did answer that. So, let's see what we can find out right now. And there's a ball to Devers. It's 1-1. So d'Arnaud is on the 60-day injured list as Devers pops one foul and into the seats. It is 1-2. So d'Arnaud is about 3 weeks into a 60-day stint on the injured list. So we're not going to hear a whole lot about d'Arnaud for a few more weeks, I'm afraid. 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. There's 2 outs. Devers is retired on strikes. And one last chance for Boston. I mean, he swung from his heels on that one and missed. That was a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll go over the scoreboard before we get out. Last chance for Boston is Vasquez. He's 0 for 3, the number 6 hitter for Boston. The pitch, that's high. It's 1-0. One more out, and the Braves are back to 500 at 24-24. And in the National League East, that's a pretty good record, it turns out. One-0 pitch. Catches the corner. It's 1-1.
Walking Legend had me for a second. I saw a breaking story. Here's the 1-1. And make sure to sub up Walking Legends channel. He's got his own Facebook, his own YouTube channel with a bunch of subscribers. So it's a 2-1 count on Vasquez. Strike two. It's 2-2. Called strike. Nothing like some Cool Ranch Doritos. I personally, speaking of Doritos, I love the Taco Bell Doritos Locos Nacho Cheese Taco Shell. Love that thing. 2-2 pitch. There's a foul ball. There's nothing like a Doritos Locos Taco Supreme with fire sauce. That is a solid lunch any day of the week. And that is true. The search for a generic Dorito type chip, there really isn't one that's worth a damn. It's a good point. Next pitch, swung and a miss, strike three. Game over. And the Braves hang on and beat Boston. Final score from Fenway, Atlanta 3, Boston 1. Will Smith comes on for the save. And the Braves are back at 500 at 24-24. We are right where we want them now. Let's see what happened in the Mets game. And that is a final. The Mets won, so we're not going to pick up any ground there. The Mets beat the Rockies 3-1. And we will get to all of the scores around baseball in moments. You are now watching the Braves post-game show brought to you by Waffle House. And let's check this box score. And it's not going to take very long to tell you how all the scoring occurred in this game. And it all started at the bottom of the first inning. Boston had the bases loaded. Rafael Devers was up at the plate, and he got hit on the left foot by a pitch. And that drove in the only Boston run of the game. That made it 1-0 Boston in the first. And they held that lead until the third inning. That's when the Braves came up. Ozuna doubled to deep center field. It was an RBI double. Contreras scored, and that made it 1-1. Same inning, top of the third again. Ozzy Albies hit a fielder's choice, and that scored Freddie Freeman. That made it 2-1 Braves. It stayed 2-1 until the top of the sixth. And Acuna had an RBI double. Sandoval motored around third and scored. And that made it 3-1 in the sixth inning, and that score held. So it is a short 2-game series up in Boston. Hopefully the Braves can manage the sweep tomorrow. Braves will be off Thursday, and then we head back home for a weekend series. Check that. We head to New York for a series in the Big Apple against the Mets. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we already mentioned that Sunday night is the ESPN Sunday Night Game of the Week. And we also mentioned the breaking news that Bone Crusher will be live reacting and streaming the Saturday night game from New York. Make sure to hit up his channel. Let's take a look at all the scores around baseball now. In no particular order, We will start with the games in action. And right now, the Twins have a 6-3 lead over Baltimore. That one's in the 7th inning. It is the 8th inning in Milwaukee, where the Padres are up 6-1 on the Brewers. In the 8th inning, the Dodgers have a 5-1 lead over Houston. It's White Sox 7, St. Louis Cardinals 2. That's in the 6th inning. The LA Angels are up 3-0 on Texas in the 3rd inning. The Mariners and the A's are playing in Oakland in Ring Central Stadium, and right now it's the M's with a 2-1 lead over the A's. From Arizona in the 2nd inning, the Giants are up 3-0 on the Diamondbacks. And that is it for all your in-action games. The rest of these scores are finals. It was the Cubs beating the Pirates 4-3 from Pittsburgh. It was final from Miami. The Phillies won tonight. They beat the Marlins 2-0. It's final from D.C., where the Reds edged out the Nationals. Final score, Reds 2, Nats 1. It was the Blue Jays 6, the Yankees 2. It was Cleveland beating Detroit. Final score from Detroit, Indians 4, Tigers 1. We told you the Mets beat the Rockies 3-1. And we told you that the Rays' 10-game winning streak came to an end tonight as the Kansas City Royals edged out the Rays. Final score from Tampa, KC 2, Tampa 1. There are your scores. We will see you next time. Good chance it's going to be tomorrow night. So make sure to stick around, or make sure, I should say, to hit that notification bell so you'll know when I go live. Perhaps tomorrow. So we'll see you next time. Thanks to everybody in the dugout. Bone Crusher, Walking Legend. Who else was in there? We did not see Gibby tonight. Hope he's doing okay. Ashton, a bunch of Red Sox fans. Thanks, Red Sox Nation, for hanging around. Carson Brown. Make sure to drop a like and a sub on your way out if you have not done that already. If you have, much obliged. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. I'm out.